All right, and sorry about that. I had my mic muted. I wasn't talking though. I'm not worried about it. So I can either try to play Russia and fail horribly, or I can try to play Britain and fail horribly, or as everyone seems to love to watch, uh, I can play Germany or America. Ugh, sorry guys, I'm yawning to death. But I've been having actually decent luck with Russia, at least getting a kill per match, which is decent compared to what it used to be. But I saw somebody playing this yesterday, and I'm quite curious about what is so good about this plane. Three 20 mils? Okay, yep, alright, I understand. Let's see. The PE3's gotta go. I might eventually do some bomber stuff, but right now, I'm trying to kind of chill a little bit. I've actually never played the 3.7 year 2, I think. I think the most I played was the 3.3 one, which is a very gorgeous plane, by the way. The 3.3 and the 3.7s, all the year 2s actually, were originally supposed to be passenger airliners, and they ended up getting converted, but whatever. I have a Wellington to research into, so let me go play Britain a little bit. Because as you can see, I had all the Wellingtons at one point because I was playing bombers like crazy. But what the? I was about to say, what the world is that? They don't really come with a lot. They haul a decent amount though, which I'll give them credit on that. They haul a really decent amount in them for what they are. I mean, two torpedoes, that's awesome. And then of course my what I like to call the 400-pound hot water heater. But I can't wait to get the Wellingtons again. And then so the plan is to get the two Wellingtons, then we'll get the bow fighters, all of them. I call them Bew fighters, but everyone apparently says that they're pronounced bow fighters, which is weird. And then we'll get the Sea Hurricane, and then we'll get the Spitfire Mark 2B, which takes away the machine guns and mounts a 20 mil, so they're basically fixing the problem of not having a decent armament. And then we'll go back down, we'll get all the Wellingtons, and then we'll get the Tempest down here, which I think they actually moved. No, this was the Tempest with the 47 mil, that's right. You know, the useless one. I love the Tempest, don't get me wrong, but the 47 mils kind of sucked on it, which is why I didn't use it very much. I think I even had the Firebrand at one point. It's a very big wing on the back of that, but Uncle Tom, that's funny. Hmm. Hmm. Do the same amount of damage. I don't know what the whole point of that is, but whatever. But thinking about somebody not too long ago, and they popped in my head when I was playing a. I think I was playing a SnowRunner thing, and I messaged them. I'm not gonna say who they are because none of y'all's business. No offense. Um, but I messaged them yesterday. I was like, hey, sorry I haven't talked in so long, whatever. And they say, no, you're good. And then that was the last thing they said. And I said, thanks. And then we didn't say anything else. I'm not really worried but I get a feeling like this person has either um, figured out, because this person is a friend of somebody that I had a problem with a while back, and um, that person lied to me about something that very much made me feel like a sicko, and they hurt me very bad. I finally got over it, but I started talking to the friend, and for a while, me and the friend, we were talking. We weren't talking as much as the other person because I had decided, because of what happened, I wouldn't do that. And this person doesn't bother to really have anything to do with me, so I don't bother to have anything to do with them. So it's more of a it is more of a, I'll message you when I feel like it type of thing. And um to be honest, I didn't really lose much by not talking to this person because, we weren't as close as the original person and I were. And I made it as such so that if this happened, like I figured it was going to happen, it wouldn't upset me. But, I don't know. Holy cow, Mig. But yeah, I'll just put it this way, me and girls just don't mix, so, yeah, and it's not like me confirming I'm gay or anything. It's just that I've had the friend, not the friend, the one that I'm talking about that I stopped talking to, the one that blocked me, because her parents told me to, or told her to, made two girls that she was younger than me, by quite a lot, but I didn't know that until way later, and that's what upset me the most. But the the original girl, be scared of my 20 millimeter guns on my bomber. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get him good. Give me a second. Wrong button. Yummy. But oh, there's like 3 planes over here I can go after. Don't think my Spitfire will, though. Oh, what all that was about. That was stupid on his part. We're gonna let the A-20 do his thing. Okay, there we go. He did his thing. Alright. Now we're gonna do our thing. We wanna light him up. Here we go. break off on that, and I'm going to return to the airfield since I lost my oil pan. Ah, the 836! Alright, I got the other dude. I'm hoping alright, there goes the 836 there. Alright, I'm going to return to the airfield. But yeah, I had a girl in high school, actually, it was middle school that I fell in love with. And it lasted all of it lasted all of like until I told a friend and asked him not to tell her that I liked her. He told her anyway, and she told me I'm a chicken. I'm gonna get him good here in a second. I'm gonna go cluck cluck. Bro, what is wrong with British landing gear? Butter landing. Uh-oh. I'm a chicken. I thought you were a wolf.
Cover me.
Alright, let's see if we can climb up to that, Is he the last one? No, he is not, and he is nowhere near the last one alive, but... That Yak 7 just got murdered. Disappear. Just watched it. Yeah, that's stupid. Let me just back down on that. Oh, pretty boy. That's gonna be your mistake. Get down here, come on. I'm gonna take it nice and easy here.
Our base is under attack. We must
Bro, what are they doing?
Our base is destroyed, but we can still win the day.
Yeah, right. They killed our base. What are we gonna do? Where's he at? 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 Frunk! All I gotta do is keep on.
The enemy is winning.
I win.
Get back to base.
I might have lost, but I still won. Bro, like that poor N1K was like trying way too hard to kill me. He strafed me, and had I not dodged when I did, he would have killed me, but I don't know. But I'll put it this way. A lot of stuff happened last year. A lot of stuff that I'm not really that proud of. And losing a friend is not something I'm proud of. And I lost a friend with all of that happened. And it upset me losing that friend. It did. But me and her other friend see that the quote unquote boyfriend, that her parents would kill her if they found out that she had, by the way, especially considering they know the kid, and yet the daughter has failed to mention that she has a boyfriend. And now, guys, this is like, I'm not even joking when I say that she's younger than me. At the time, I did not realize how young she was younger than me. She's 12 years old. Okay? Don't label me as a pedophile, because I legit did not know how old she was. I mean, everyone in the Discord server, because she was, and I think she might still be, but she's not active in it anymore. Everyone thought she was like 15 because she was lying to everyone, not just me. And yeah, so this 12-year-old thinks that she has a boyfriend. Okay, I'm telling you now, this generation is screwed if they think that anyone at the age of 12 is going to be their boyfriend or girlfriend. It's just sad. Like, I get, like, you know, a girl and a boy being friends since they were kids, and then, like, they don't realize it until they get older. You know, kind of that love story stuff. You know, they used to be friends as kids, and all that good stuff. That's good crap. But this is one of those stories where the guy is not right for her, if she's too blind to see it. And me and her friend have already tried to tell her that, and she has just like, I don't talk to her anymore because I made the decision to back off when she basically said that she'd never forgive me, even though I still can't figure out what I did wrong. Um, I legit, I'm not even joking with y'all, I cannot figure out for the life of me what I did wrong, other than trying to tell her that her boyfriend is not who he claimed he was. But you know, it got to a point to where I went to his channel and called him out about it, and he found out because I get the feeling she told him, running her mouth, that I wasn't supposed to be talking to her anymore because her parents had made her block me. So, you know, respecting her parents' wishes, I did not talk to her anymore. But she decided that it was a good idea to get a friend to contact me, and then she found out a little too late that the friend um, agreed with me on a lot of things. He's gone. I'll take that, thank you.
We're winning.
But when she found out, it was too late, and yeah, things ended up hitting the fan. And to make a long story short, I gotta gain altitude right quick, just enough that I can do. Wow. Okay. Well, never mind. I don't get to gain altitude. He said no. But I found out what the dude's name was, and you know, I've been tempted ever since to contact her sister and tell her that I found out who the boyfriend was. And but you know, I promised, and I made my own promise that I would stay out of it. So that's what I've done. I have completely stayed out of it, and I intend to keep on staying out of it. But I'm afraid that by me staying out of it like I am, that it's putting her friend in a position to where she's the only one trying to do anything about it. And but you know, I did my part. I warned her, and I gave her the option because you know the boyfriend ended up hating me. Um, and he basically came to my channel and told me to leave her and her friends alone like I was asked to. So, you know, that's another reason I've kind of backed off, is because of the fact that I know if I don't, um, he was going to get me in more trouble because I was asked not to talk to her again, and I'm doing my best not to. But, I'll put it this way. What happened hurt, but in the end of the day, I found out very quickly how much our friendship meant to her because she basically just let our friendship go at the snap of a finger like it didn't matter. And it hurt me for weeks. As a matter of fact, it still hurts thinking about it. And I don't think that'll ever go away. But, you know, for her to just let it go like our friendship meant nothing shows me our friendship never meant anything to her anyway. So, you know, why would I want to have anything to do with somebody like that, you know? That's the question I end up asking myself. And it's a valid question. Why would I want anything to do with somebody who doesn't care about our friendship? That would be like, and I'm going to make a comparison, all right? Um, that would be like me being friends with, um, I'm going to use my friend John as an example, all right? Let's say that my friend John said, "Hey, I want to go rob a bank." All right, if I was a good friend, I would try to convince him otherwise, and if it did not work, I would tell the police so that he wouldn't do something stupid. Now, if I was the bad friend, I would just be like, "All right, man, do you," and then I would just not do anything, right? So, you know, to me, the girl I'm referring to was the bad friend. She looked at me when I told her that I wanted to go rob a bank, and she was like, "All right, yeah, you go do you." And she didn't care. That is how she made me feel. That is how I will always continue to feel that she made me feel. And there's no getting past that. If she was to reach out to me today, I would tell her I no longer wanted to talk to her because of the way that she did me. But out of respect, I would still want to know what it was that she was so bothered and troubled about. Out of respect. Because she was there for me when nobody else was. For a little while, until I figured out that she didn't give a crap about me. But all it was that she was getting a little bit of attention. And I hate to be this kind of person, but all it was that she was getting a little bit of attention, and she loved it. She was getting attention that she didn't get, or she doesn't get at home, because her parents don't care about her, in my opinion. They act like they do because they they try to tell her who she can and can't talk to. She can't even go outside on her own and all of this. They're being overprotective, and they think that's showing her love. When if they loved her, they would trust her with making her own decisions. And with me, it was a very good decision, because if it were not for her, I probably wouldn't be here. I don't know, though, because to be honest, it wasn't really her words that ever kept me around. It was my lack of ability to kill myself, because, something told me that someone eventually would need me, and the thought
Our
of
victory is near.
depriving somebody of that, just, it didn't sit well with me. So watched a P-38's wing just kind of just. I'd like to go after something else. There's two planes down there, but they're 6 miles out, and I don't want to go that far. I'm too lazy. Come here, P2. Let the Spitfire catch up. Alright, let's see. I-29, I don't want to go after that, but it looks like he's turning for me, so I'm screwed. So, yippee! A Yak 7. And that's a bait trap. Yep. Ah, my wing! Dadgummit! I just returned the hanger on that one, because that was just... I tried so hard to get my plane to roll over so he wouldn't kill me, and it clipped my wing and ripped it off. The I-129, or the I-29, whatever it's called, is a very annoying plane to have to go after. Oh, cool. Royal Canadian Air Force. Yeah, that's actually something I want to talk about, is what's going on right now, as far as like with Trump and everything. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, let's not talk about that." Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about it because it's something that I feel like needs to be spoke up about. So apparently, Trump made tariffs for Mexico, Canada, and what was the other one? China, I think. And all of them got pissed off about it. And they were like, "Oh, you can't do this to us." And Trump was like, "Watch me." And they got pissed off about it. So now they put tariffs on us, and now there's talk of there's going to be a war because of a few tariffs. All right, I'm sorry, but you are a bad government leader if you think that going to war over a tariff is a smart decision. Because personally, I have a friend who lives in Canada. I would hate to see that friend on the battlefield. I don't know anybody in Mexico, so I'm not really too worried about them. But I know for a fact that there's a few people in China that um that I know. And that would upset me to have to run into them on the battlefield. They may be young, but certain countries have different laws as to how old you have to be to go into the military. And if they're anything like me, they feel an obligation to protect their country. But I think the thing that worries slash bothers me the most is the fact that I don't think Trump sees that he's. Well, actually, no. If I remember correctly, from what my mom told me, Trump has already told the American people that what he's gonna do is going to cause problems for the American people. So he already knew from the beginning that it was going to cause problems for us Americans doing what he was going to do. So, the way I look at it, you know, the tariffs, the one thing that I don't feel like a lot of people understand is the tariffs are not meant to like get at anybody. It's just, in my opinion, is to help America get out of the debt that we're in. Because those tariffs, if we put them in the right spots, we can use it to decrease our debt that we're in, so that we don't have to worry about anything. I mean, I feel like China, Mexico, and Canada need to look at it like this, alright? Y'all sell more products in America, especially China. Y'all sell more products in America than any other nation, alright? Why are you so worried about the fact of your goods getting a tariff put on it? Alright? I get it. You gotta make money. Everybody does. But, worrying about a tariff is just. Mm. But, I'm not into politics. I don't know what all that stuff means. So, I mean. I'm not as smart as people seem to think I am. But, I'll put it this way. I don't see the reason for getting so upset over a tariff. But, I mean, again, I'm not in the government. I don't know what all that stuff means, so. If I remember correctly, though, putting a tariff on something means that you're, if I remember my terminologies and stuff correctly, which I probably don't, putting a tariff on something means that, basically you're charging less to ship out your That might be export and import. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up, but as I said, I don't remember what it means, to be honest, but to get upset about it is kind of stupid. That's the equivalent of a 1,000 kilogram or a 1,000 kilogram bomb, so if that doesn't kill it, nothing will. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. And what is it with people talking about that Trump is going to destroy this country? Alright? In the 4 years that Trump already was in office, 4 years ago, alright, he did more to help this country than any other president that I've seen. And I've been around for Barack Obama. Let's see, who was the president in 2005? I don't really know who all was president, but the whole point here is, you know, I've been around for a lot of years, and I didn't really start paying attention to how my government was run until Trump got in office. And I can honestly say I'm glad that Trump's in office again, because I've paid attention to how everything has been going recently with Trump and everything, and or in the 4 years, you know, Trump has always had a knack for, how do I put this, speaking what he means and not giving a crap who he hurts in the process. Alright, and I heard a few ladies talking at a gas station the other day, and I held my tongue out of respect, but they were talking about, oh, Trump's going to destroy us. Trump doesn't care about the American people. Trump is more about the American people than a Barack Obama or Biden will ever be. Alright, we're going to break off of the HU-111 because he's heading towards his airfield, so no need to go for him. Wouldn't do me any good anyway. But anyway, this thing right here and the later version are probably two of my favorite bombers, because, like, well, I don't know if they're my favorite bombers, but they're my favorite float planes, because even though they lack a decent bomb load, they make up for it in so much capability. I mean, just look at the fuel capacity kind of sucks on this. I thought they had fuel in the floats. I think they actually do. Yeah, I think they do have fuel in the floats. But, like, I mean, 4 machine guns, a gunner there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes in one airplane. I mean, come on, this thing's, and from what I understand, the Short Sunderland is one of the only float planes, or a float plane. It had its own kitchen, or own galley. I think they call it a galley, but I call it a kitchen because that's what it is. It had its own kitchen. It had sleeping quarters for the crew, which is a very nice thing. All kind of stuff. Like, this thing was eventually used after the war. It was used for like passenger stuff. So, like, this thing had a very good life. Both of them, probably. I mean, you know, they obviously took out the machine guns and everything on the plane. But, like, you still get what I'm saying, you know, when I say that, you know, this plane was a very, very good plane. Although I'm not understanding why there's 4 holes there and only 1 hole there. That makes no sense.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
People don't tend to make sense when it comes to stuff. But I like this plane. I really do. Very, very, very nice. I mean, 4 guns aft, treating it like a ship. But anyway, 4 guns in the rear. You got that weird side-mounted top machine gun thing that looks like a freaking egghead. You got the dual forward guns, and you got 4 machine guns that you can fire yourself. I mean, you know, this thing's completely armored. I think the later version, though, does mount side guns, which is nice, but watch this butter landing. Oh no, my float. I buttered it. They respawn the bases. Dadgummit. Now I have to bloody go and do all of that. Don't cry, I'm British. Oh. Nobody's gonna get that reference, but... Alright, I got my bombs back, and now I got the plane fixed, so here we go. See you boys in the air. Alright, I'm gonna go after this one over here. Apparently, dropping 4 250-pound bombs just didn't cut it, so I'm just gonna drop 6 to make sure that I get the base, and then we'll drop the other 2 on the other one.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
But I feel like I got people forming up on me just so that they have protection. This is one of the reasons I hate flying a bomber, is because it's just a waiting game. It's always been what it is, though, to be honest. You know, the one thing that gets me, though, is I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel, and these guys can never seem to stop boasting about their book that they've made getting good ratings and stuff. And it drives me nuts, because it's like, bro, okay, you made a book, it got a good rating. Yippee, good for you. Like, what is the big deal here? I mean, come on.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
I had my mom and all was telling me that I should look into trying to write a book and see if I could get it published. And I was thinking to myself when she said it, I was like, Mom, nobody's gonna publish a book made by a 19-year-old. 18 at the time, I think, was when they told me that. And I was like, nobody is going to publish that. BF-110. See how good my aim is. Practice. Alright, well, hold. No, come back here. I ain't finished with you. Eh. I hit him. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to see if I could do something. I did something, it just wasn't enough. Bro, my machine gunner turned all the way around to try and shoot that man. That's kind of sad. Bro's like, I want to kill him. Nobody ever actually goes for the AI planes, and it makes like higher tier people do because it like shreds away points and stuff, but at this BR nobody goes for it. It makes no sense. All right, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do 5 just to make sure that it hopefully does what it needs to do. I think 5 is enough to kill it. I hope. I really do. I really do hope that that's enough. How did you no. Okay, there we go. We got it. We're good. But yeah, the Sunderland is a very nice bomber. I like it. It would be nice if I could get, like, there is one thing I would love to see in this game. And that is, I would love to see them add it to where if there's a float plane, that float plane gets a special little, like, floating area that he can go and land. Like, with the Sunderlands, the early Catalina has the float stuff. What's that? Like, there's a few, like, float fighters that you can get and do that with. There's that big freaking German float plane that they have in Germany. I'd like to see them do something with it. You know, stuff like that would be interesting, I think. Alright, I got my Wellington. Look at that. Yay, Wellington time. Alright, well, obviously the Blenheim has got to go. And, we're going to research the other Wellington. Get it researched. More or less, that's all I wanted to do was be able to get a Wellington. Because once I get a Wellington, like, I'm just going to go on ahead and go for the Wellington. Because, duh, it's a Wellington. Why would you not go for it? I don't like the fact that they give you torpedoes first. That makes no sense to me, but whatever. Like, I get the Wellington was used for it, but, I mean, dude, come on. Alright, so at 2.3, I'm going to do this match, and then I have to go. But at 2.3, the Wellingtons are officially fine, but, I want to say at about 2.7 to 3.0 is where you start having to turn and fly away from the battlefield in order to survive. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you use a Wellington. Just FYI, that is a thing.
Attention to the map.
Alright, well, I got an air base spawn. It looks like I got up to the 3.3, so we're gonna fly out of here. I am not risking getting murdered. we're gonna fly this way. Yeah, and there's MiG-3s up. Yeah, I'm not flying straight. I'm going this way. I don't remember if this thing's, yeah, see, this thing's cockpit isn't detailed. I really hope that they detail bomber cockpits soon, because that's driving me nuts that they don't do that. The one thing that gets me is, like, the only thing that the Wellington mounts is 7.7 machine guns. And while, yes, they are good, they're useful and all that good stuff, you know, I mean, yikes, you know? I mean, look at how well the gun depresses on this thing. I mean, it goes all the way down here. That's insane. But, yeah, the Wellington is a very decent bomber, and I enjoy flying it, but it's one of those bombers that it's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, until a plane hits you, and then it's just like, I hate this plane, I hate this plane, I hate this plane, because it doesn't have any protection. Like, you got forward, rear, and side, but look at the bottom. Completely vulnerable. And there's a reason for it. This plane was never built for daytime bombing. You put this thing, and I guarantee you this would work, alright? If you were to put this thing in a... how do I put this? If you were to put this thing in a, I probably should have went the other way because everybody always goes for these bases, but whatever, that'll just give me time to keep gaining altitude. So I'm not too worried. As long as that HE-111 just leaves me alone, we'll be fine. There's a DB3. The DB3 was actually fun to play. Like, I played it, and because of me doing my strategy like I like to use, it actually survived a lot, so. Alright, I'm going to do something very stupid. I'm going to gain as much altitude as possible to get away from that MiG. I know this plane is not built for this, so that's why I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible. And I'm not gaining any altitude out of this thing. This thing is like, ugh. Off to visit your mother. Oh. I'm sorry, I had to. It was just a requirement. Oh my god, there's only one base to bomb. This isn't even worth my time. By the time I get over there to bomb the base, there's an H-81 over here. I'm not even going to get over here, am I? I should have just went for the bases. But the B-34 is at 3.3, and I figured at 3.3 people would be trying to murder me. So I tried to climb, and it failed me miserably, didn't it? Yep, now the MiG's heading my way. Great. I could say I could disappear, but that's not going to help me, is it? Nope, because the MiG's like right here. Alright, we're going to have to overshoot him. Or get him to overshoot. One. Don't expose my tail, don't expose the tail, don't expose the tail. Aye, gunner! The gunner in the back is dead. We're done. Alright, well the B-34 looks like he's trying to help or something. I don't know what he's doing at this point. Yeah, I forgot I had these. Go on. Go on. Oh great, an HE-1 or H, whatever the numbers are on that freaking airplane. How many planes are on me? Oh, that's the MiG. Hold on. Dear God, how many of you do you need to kill me with? Dear God, just let me fly. I just want to fly. Where's the MiG? Is the MiG gone? Guys, I got a problem. I lost an engine. I gotta max throttle it. I'm I'm gonna overheat this engine. It's gonna die on me, but we gotta keep this thing in the air as long as possible. Yeah, the MiG's circling back. He's coming after me. We gotta cut throttle here, at least a little. See, let that engine stay. Like, dude, break off! Let me bomb a base. This is why I hate this freaking plane. You're not taking that other engine. You're not taking that other engine. My Jesus, why don't y'all just freaking just charge me? Dear God. Now I'm losing the other engine too. Great. So we're leaking fuel, and I'm gonna die. Nope. Because I'm on stream, I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but I was gonna say F them. I'll tell you guys what I was gonna say. I was gonna say F them because that was really try-hardy. I'm not even joking. That was the most try-hardy dueling team I have ever seen, and it took two of them to take me down, by the way, and they couldn't freaking shoot me worth a crap. I could have probably said something snobby like that and been like, "Hi, it took two of you to take me down," or whatever. But whatever. Um, that is why I hate using the Wellington because it is the most lovely and fun plane, but it is also the most um annoying plane. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed this basically hour of play. Um, when I come back tonight, I'll probably do some more tanks because I need to level up my army. And I'm sorry, guys. I take breaths sometimes, and then it sounds like I'm gasping for air. I'm sorry. As you can see, the skink is that close, and then with Germany, the Jag. Dear Jesus, I forgot how close I was. Oh wow, I forgot I had the Ferdinand, but I'm not buying it until I can get enough cash again. So we're gonna have to chill and just kind of play and cease on the buying. But I might play some 5.0 tonight. So, just keep that in mind. And I hope everyone has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.